Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to make a step-by-step kimono tutorial. It's a beginner-friendly one. Please, if this is your first time stopping by, please subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell in order for you not to miss out any of my sewing tutorials. So the materials we are going to use for this lesson is this black fabric and this material. These are the materials we are going to use. Then our French cord, our scissors, our pattern master, our chalk, and our measurements. So if this is what you like to watch, please let's dive into the video. So we are going to take the full length of the kimono. The full length we have is 31 inches. So I'm going to place my tape from the beginning and I'm going to mark 31 inches. So 31 inches, I'm going to fold with 1 inch, which will give me a total of 32 inches. The next thing we're going to do is to take the full back of the kimono. So the full back we have it to be 14. So 14 divided by 2 will give us 7. So I will not just mark 7, we are going to attach 3 to it. I'm using 3/4. If you, at the time that I use half inch for your allowance, you are free to add half an inch, but I'm using 3/4. So we have a total of 7 3/4 here. So our bust point is 10.5 minus 2 will give us 8.5. So our chest line becomes 8.5. So here we have 7 3/4 at the upper part. We are going to take 7 3/4 at this point as well, in order for us to have a straight line to make it our armhole. So I'm going to draw this line. For the shoulder slope, I'm going to take 3/4. For the front and the neck width, I'm going to use 3.5. We have the front and the back folding at once, so we are going to take 1.5 for the back, and for the front, we are going to use the neck depth of 8 inches. So I'm going to connect these points. This for the back, and then for the front, 8 inches. Then the shoulder slope that we came down by 3/4, we are going to connect it. So I'm going to mark her true waist length for her under bust. Let's use her under bust to be 14.5. I'm going to mark it. So the next thing we are going to do is to use our armhole curve to connect this armhole area. So but before we do that, I'm going to mark what we have left here and divide by 2. We have 8 divided by 2 will give us 4 inches. I'm going to mark the 4 inches. I will come inwards. I will come inwards by 3/4 and I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect this point. Okay. So the next thing for us to do is to impute our bust measurement. The bust we are using is 45 divided by 4 will give us 11 1/4. 11 1/4 plus 1 inch will give us 12 1/4. So I'll mark. Coming to the waist area, the under bust area, instead of 12 1/4, I'm just going to come inwards by 1 inch to define that area. So the next thing is for us to connect it to this tip, because we've already taken the full length of the kimono. You can decide to make it straight all the way down, but I just want the waist area to the under bust area to be a little bit defined. So this is what we have. So we are going to cut the back part first. We're dropping for the neckline. We are cutting the back. After that, we'll separate the front from the back and cut. So we are cutting this. So let's cut it together. When I separate the front from the back, then I'm going to remove the. So we are done cutting it. So the next thing I'm going to do is for me to separate the front from the back so that we'll be able to cut the neckline for the front. So we are using this for the back. So this is the front. All we need to do now is to cut out this angle very well. We did not cut it out earlier because of the front of the back panel. So we are going to slit this front side open because we are going to add the black material. So to replace the black, we are going to use 1.5 or 2 inches depending on how wide you want your black fabric to be. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use 2 inches. And I'm going to mark the 2 inches all the way down. Mark to 2 inches all the way down. But our line, the neckline is at 0.8. So this one we have here, now these 2 inches will terminate at 0.8. So I'm going to connect the neckline from that point, from 0.8. I'm going to connect it like this. And then I'm going to drop a straight line down. So after that, we are going to cut it out. So we are going to replace this. We cut 2 inches out, so we are going to cut the back 2.5 inches and measure the length round. So this is the back panel. This back side now, I'm going to join the front panel to the back panel. Like this. I'm going to join the shoulder. I'll join the shoulder. So after joining the shoulder, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my tape. From the midpoint, I'm going to measure it this way down. When I measure it, I know that it will be double of what I'm supposed to cut that I will cut. Meaning that if I want, I can decide to start from here to measure it, and then when I get to this point, I will measure this side. After measuring, I will come to this other side again from here, and I will measure whatever it gives to me. That's what I'm going to cut with the black material that we said we are going to use for the combination. So we are going to cut 2.5 inches on fold, which will give us a total of 5 inches. So we'll place our material on fold like this, and we are going to cut 2.5 inches. Just exactly what you have here. We have 2.5, so we'll cut it straight according to the length that we have measured. I will cut it, I will join the shoulder, and I will show you. So I have cut the strap. I cut 3, and it's 16 inches by length 42. So I'm joining this one and this one together like this. So I'll take it to the sewing machine. I'll sew it with half an inch. After sewing it, I'll put it like this, but I'm going to put little interlining, maybe it's a light hasty. After putting the hasty, then I'll join it and then put it on fold and iron it out like this. This one, we are going to use it as a belt. So we are going to do the same thing with what we are doing with this. We'll do it and show you. So we have joined the shoulder of the front and the back. As you can see, it is very neat. So the next thing we'll do is to fold it into two, the two shoulder into two. We've notched the center. So from this center, we are going to pin these pieces that we cut earlier. We joined 60 inches this way, 60 inches this way by 2.5 on fold. As you can see, it's on fold. So these joining points, I'm going to put it here at the center of the back. So I'll place it like this. So I'll pin it this direction. So I'm still pinning, I'm almost done. So this is the ending part for this side. So I'll pin towards this direction now. So I'll continue to pin it until I get to the downside and I'll show you. So I'm done pinning the black to the fabric. So let me place it on the table for you to see. So after pinning, this is how it looks. Now the remaining excess that we have here, after sewing it with our sewing machine, we're going to cut the remaining excess. That's what we're going to use for the sleeve, for the back of the sleeve. So I'm going to join it now with my sewing machine, and after that I will show you. So this is the leftover fabric we have that we want to use for the sleeve. So we are going to make do with it. The length we are having here is 14 inches and the width we are having here is 11.5. So the next thing we are going to do, the material, since it is being folded into four, here is unfold. So this part becomes the center part of the sleeve. So what we are going to do here now is we are going to make sure the material is a little bit straight. We have some areas that are not straight. So from this angle, from this edge, this open part of the sleeve, I'm going to come down by 2 inches or 2.5, and then I'm going to curve it from here. I'll just curve it and link it to that 2.5. So I will now take the circumference of the sleeve. So her sleeve circumference, I'm using 8 inches. 8 inches is 16 when you divide by 2. So this is 8 inches. So I'm going to connect this 8 inches to this 2.5 inches. So that is it. I want to check the circumference if it will be enough to go around her armhole. So I'm going to check. I have 12.5, so it will be more than enough. By the time I will couple, I will now fix the sleeve. So let's cut the sleeve together. So this part is not open, I'm going to cut it open. So I'm going to notch the midpoint for the sleeve. So this is it. We have the 2 sleeves. So what we are going to do next is the black. We are going to add the black to this down part of the sleeve and then turn it upwards. So after doing that, I will bring it and show you. So we are now joining the black to the material itself. As you can see, it's looking very beautiful. So we are going to use our serging machine and then set this area for our weaving machine to finish it off. So this is the sleeve. As you can see, we've used the remaining black we cut from here to attach as a band on the sleeve. Look at it, it is looking very neat and very beautiful. So the next thing we are going to do is to join each of these sleeves here. So after joining it, I'll join the sleeve. I am going to couple it then fold the downside of it. I'll do the finishing of it. I'll fold the downside. I'm going to fix the sleeve. I'll set it, and then I'm going to put a belt holder around the waist area because there will be a back belt for it. After that, I'll bring it and show you. So as you can see, we are done fixing the sleeve. This is the sleeve, and the top is ready. We will not fix the belt holder. So the next thing we are going to do is to put it on the mannequin for you to see. So this is the finished look of the kimono. As you can see, it is looking very beautiful on the mannequin. So if you find this video helpful, please hit on the notification bell, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video so that more people can see it. Thanks for watching. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.